Hey, welcome back. Happy July 4th. Coming to you from number 1. Just want to keep showing you this green. It's a little over 4 weeks old now. You can see some great progress on this green. It's really starting to look like a green. We've got some great progress on the rest of the course, so I'm going to take you out there while I do rounds and show you what's been going on this week. All right, first spot I want to show you is actually still here on number 1. So if I turn the camera around, look down the fairway, you can see that we have sprigs on the fairway now. You can see the irrigation system running. Water in those sprigs. So process is they take rolls of sod like we talked about last week. It gets shredded up and stuck in the ground, and that's how we establish these fairways. These were just done a couple of days ago, so they're still brand new. But as we get around, I'll show you number 4 and 5, which were done early last week, so you can see the progress they make in the first week. Okay, and here we are on number 4. So these sprigs were planted just about a week ago. You can tell a difference between this and number 1. Obviously a lot more green in the color. What a difference a week makes. So at this point we start to turn the water off, or not off, but just back, so we can get on them. And then Tyson and his team will start pounding them with fertilizer every week, and that's what really makes them grow in. We did have a pretty good rain shower this week on Thursday. You can see some areas like this over here that start to wash out just a little bit. That's normal. That's part of the price you pay for doing sprigs versus sod. But those areas become very easy to fix. Once the rest of the fairways grow in, we just go back to those areas, sod cut them out, and fix them. And it's an easy fix. So again, much cheaper than doing the whole fairway in sod. All right, and here's number 5 tee. You can see tees are done a little bit heavier than fairways, and they're also hand sprigged, so we get a more consistent coverage on them. But they tend to grow in a little bit faster. But you can see a lot more green here, really looking good. If I pan down the hole, you can see it's actually starting to look like a golf hole. Pretty exciting. Sprigs wise, we were able to do holes 1 through 6 this week and last week, between the 2 weeks, and including fairways and tees. And then we've actually got all the greens sprigged. So I'll show you the what we call the middle children and the youngest that just got planted this week. All right, next stop, number 10 green. So these are the middle children greens. These are just over 2 weeks old, making good progress just like the rest of them. And on the last stop, I'll show you the youngest children that are just about 3 days old at this point, and give you an update on what else is going on the backside. All right, in this week's final stop, we're gonna highlight hole number 15. So this was our youngest children greens. These are about 3 days old, newly sprigged. I'm hoping I don't get hit by sprinklers before I get off this green. But these are looking really good. So that marks the end of all of our greens are sprigged now, which is a good milestone. That was completed on Tuesday of this week, so that gives us plenty of time to grow those in. On the rest of 15, I think you're really gonna like this hole, what Bill Bergen's done. The upper fairway that was kind of crowned and very small before has been widened out, flattened, so you actually have a good shot at playing from the upper fairway. Bunkers stay in the middle. Fairways stay relatively the same, but when you go back to the tees, you're gonna notice a change. We built 2 new tee complexes over on the right next to the Intercoastal Waterway. Really trying to highlight that cool feature that this golf course has, where the Intercoastal ties right in next to the tees. So I think you're gonna love it. On the rest of the backside is where most of the progress is going on. So right now we're sodding tee surrounds on 11. Tee surround prep ahead of the sod has completed 12, 13, 14, and 16. Sprigs are still on the front side, finishing up the drainage over there, all the small pipe French drains. That's done on number 9, they're moving to number 10. Again, we have fairways 1 through 6 are sprigged and tees. So we'll continue that process next week, starting on hole number 7, working our way forward, working on finishing the sod on the tee surrounds, and just kind of buttoning things up and working our way through grass on the golf course. So another good week this week. Look forward to a little bit of a holiday weekend and then getting right back to it on Monday. Hope you enjoy your 4th.